Hi, this is Stan the Annuity Man. Today's topic is a really interesting one, the difference between fixed index annuities and variable annuities. I would encourage you to also watch my video on variable annuity income riders as well, because that's very informative. You need to know about that. At the end of this video, you're going to know pretty much everything you need to know to make a good informed decision whether a fixed indexed annuity or a variable annuity fits for your specific situation. Boy, do we have a lot to cover today. Stan the Annuity Man here. We're going to talk about the difference between fixed index annuities and variable annuities. So I'm going to cover, what is a fixed index annuity? What is a variable annuity? What are the differences between the two? I'm also going to talk about what each of those specific product types, fixed index annuities and variable annuities, solve for. And at the very end, I'm going to talk about where they fit in your portfolio. Also, too, as an added bonus, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to get a free book that I've written on fixed index annuities that you need to have, and I'm going to give it to you for free. So let's start with fixed index annuities. Really a popular product right now. A lot of times it's being missold and overhyped. But let's talk about what it really is. It's a fixed annuity. It's a life insurance product. It's not a security. You do not need a securities license to sell a fixed index annuity. All you need is a life insurance license on the state level to sell it. It was developed in 1995 to compete with CD returns, and guess what? That's exactly what it does. Even though it's pushed as a market growth type product, historically a little bit better than CD returns, but it was designed to compete with CD returns. So what is a variable annuity? A variable annuity has been around since about 1955 in this country. It was put on the planet for tax-deferred market growth. So with inside a variable annuity, think of an insurance company as an insurance wrapper around mutual funds. Now, variable annuity companies call those mutual funds separate accounts, but for me and you, let's call them mutual funds because that's kind of what they are. And what you can do in a non-IRA account with a variable annuity is you can have those mutual fund investments grow tax deferred using those mutual funds, which is a good thing. Now, there's good and bad with all products. Variable annuities can be load annuities, which means they have surrender charges, and there are also variable annuities that are no load, meaning that you can have 100% liquidity while those mutual funds are growing tax deferred. So that's in essence what a variable annuity is. So what are the differences between fixed index annuities and variable annuities? First of all, let's look at variable annuities. It's a security. You need a securities license or that type of licensure to sell it. A fixed index annuity is not a security. It's a life insurance product. You need a life insurance license at the state level to sell it. Now, variable annuities were put on the planet for market growth, stock market growth using those mutual funds or separate accounts inside that variable annuity. By the way, 1955 was the time that variable annuities hit the planet. 1995, indexed annuities, fixed index annuities, were introduced to compete with CD returns. In essence, it's a fixed annuity. It's principal protected, but it was put on the planet for enhanced CD returns. So fixed index annuity, life insurance product, CD type returns, variable annuity, security, market returns. So what do fixed index annuities and variable annuities specifically solve for? Let's talk about fixed index annuities first. Number one, keyword fixed. It protects your principal. You're never going to lose a penny because it's a fixed annuity. It's part of that fixed annuity family. Single premium annuities, multi-year guarantee annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, deferred income annuities, and then you have fixed index annuities. So it takes a life insurance license to sell it. It's not really a market product, even though it's sold like that a lot of times. It was put on the planet in 1995 to compete with CD returns. But you can also attach what's called an income rider benefit that can solve for future income as well as an attachment you put on at the time of application. So that's what fixed index annuities solve for. So let's talk about variable annuities. Variable annuities are market products. You have mutual funds, i.e., aka separate accounts. Inside that variable annuity, you have full market growth potential. If you're picking the right mutual funds or separate accounts, you get as much upside as humanly possible. So the good news about variable annuities, they were put on the planet in 1955 for tax-deferred growth. You can get market growth outside of an IRA and defer taxes on that growth. So you don't have to pay taxes on that. You can also, just like with indexed annuities, attach what's called a lifetime benefit income rider to a variable annuity for future income stream guarantees. So both allow you to attach that income rider if you want, but one is a CD type return and one is a market return, fixed index annuities and variable annuities. So where do fixed index annuities and variable annuities fit in your portfolio? I think it's really simple, even though the sales pitches you'll hear out there at the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar circuit or on television will tell you otherwise, but these are the facts. Variable annuities are market growth products. They're tax deferred in a non-IRA setting, market growth products, and you can also use them for future income guarantees with attached income riders. Fixed index annuities, CD, enhanced CD type product, not a market product, even though you're going to hear it is. You're going to hear that market upside with no downside. You're going to hear some of the best pitches in the world, but at the end of the day, understand they were designed in 1995 and put on the planet to compete with CD returns, and that's really what they do. They protect your principal, so that's where it fits. If you want principal protection and you want maybe a little bit better than CD returns, perfect. And also, if you want to attach an income benefit guarantee, you can do that as well. So it really comes down to what you're trying to achieve with variable annuities, market growth, with fixed index annuities, CD type returns, and both can provide lifetime income benefits. Now, remember at the first part of this video I talked about free books? Well, guess what? I'll send two of them to you. One's on income riders, and I cover, remember we talked about the attached income benefits, the lifetime guarantees for both variable and fixed index? I cover it all on my income rider owner's manual, and I also send you one on fixed index annuities. I've written one on that as well, and it will come in this really shiny gold package. You'll know when it arrives who it's from, and guess what? We won't call you, we won't bug you, we won't show up at your doorstep, we won't require you to eat a Bad Chicken Dinner seminar meal. You'll just get the information, and you'll be able to make a decision on your terms and on your time frame whether these products are right for you. So click the link below, and we'll send your free copies out.